Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. We're about to get serious real quick. The National Guard is in Washington, D.C., the country's capital. Why are the National Guard there? They're talking about pulling National Guard from other states to protect the capital. Protect it from what? What's going on that we don't know about? When the natural disasters happen in other states, they didn't send the National Guard in then. When all of these other incidents and all of these other riots and every damn thing happened, there was no National Guard. Only in one place there were National Guard, but they were guarding high-profile buildings. What I'm about to say, if it sound crazy as hell to you, but I'm to say it. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care what you think about me. But I'm going to say this to you. Take some money at the bank, put it to the side. Take some money at the bank, put it to the side. I'm going to say it again. Take some money at the bank and put it to the side. He has changed a lot of laws, bro. This shit is getting real. And I don't know how real it may get. Tesla said they couldn't shut your car off, remotely. That's what Tesla was saying. But Tesla, all of a sudden, remotely shut somebody's car down. Said cease and desist. So they made his car a paperweight. So it's letting me know shit is being controlled. And we're being controlled. We're being manipulated. We're looking over here when we should be looking over here. We should be asking more questions. They are having all of these meetings. And most of the time, it ain't shit good. Dude, at the end of the day, we all are people. And I want to say that over and over again. I'm not trying to get you scared. Please start watching the news. I understand the news is not a real good source of information, but there's some truth to everything. I need you to pay attention out here, man. It's getting real. I was just noticing something the other day, and I was like, dude, there's a lot of places now that don't even take cash anymore. Oh, it's too dangerous. It's crime everywhere. If this country wanted to stop crime, they could stop crime, but they don't want to stop crime. The prison system is profitable as hell. Why you think people going to jail for smoking and jaywalking and shit, even some random ass crime, they going to jail into prison, bro. They making money. They making bank. I want you to look at it. We work hard. We pay our taxes, man, and we're sitting here trying to figure out what's happening with the economy. They're not doing anything to persuade us to, or to ease our mind or to make us feel better. And we're looking at this situation like, what do we do next? What we do next, we need to take control. And I'm going to say it just like this. I know a lot of people don't understand. We all say it can't happen to us. Yes, it can. It can happen to any damn body. There's something on the way. And the way they pulling this, man, is looking real slick. Dude, you start noticing like certain things like in your area, in your state. I was in another state the other day, and I noticed certain things were closed that should have been open. And I was in another state a little while ago, and I noticed some shit over there was closed. Some shit here is closed. And I don't want to say what, because see, people, I don't want to trigger any damn thing, but I'm letting you know. Start looking at everything. Pay attention. Keep your head on a swivel, bro. I'm going to tell you something. Billionaires look out for billionaires. They don't look out for the poor. The working class, the middle class. I'm going to tell you just like this. We need to all stick together right now before whatever's about to come to pass, bro. They don't push that much of military and talking about the military may take over, as the police in Washington. Washington is not bad anymore. Washington, D.C. is not bad anymore. It used to be damn near the murder capital of the world almost at one point. Well, of the country at least, damn near, But I'm going to say it again. It's not like that at all now. It's really good. And I'm going to say it again. They keep pushing these narratives on us, and we keep believing them. We believing everything that they're saying. Dude, look, I'm not for or against deportation and all of that stuff. I'm not either for or against. But if you're here already and you are a model citizen, granted, I'm like, damn, you paying taxes. Dude, everybody here at one point in time, dude, literally, I am actually fucking thinking about something somebody told me today. And when they said it, they said, you notice that they're changing a lot of bills. When they took all of those, when they said they changed the DEI and all of that stuff, dude, it wasn't what you thought it was. It's a whole lot of shit behind that. See, the thing was, when they push it to you, see, you only see the cover page. That's what you're looking at, but it's a whole book of shit behind that you didn't pay attention to. When they passing these laws, they only show you the law they want you to see. But they don't show you all other shit that you should be paying attention to. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to scare you. But what I'm trying to say, man, when you get a chance, if you got the money, stock up on food a little bit, bro. Stock up on food. For a lot of people who don't understand, get you a little portable generator, bro. Get you a portable generator. Dude, they getting dirty right now, man. I'm starting to notice little things. And when I notice stuff, I'm like, oh, that wasn't there before. Things are changing. When I say things are changing, I know here shit is changing. I don't know what it looks like where you at. Look, we may not be the same color, but we all bleed the same blood, bro. Take you some money out the bank, put it to the side. Get you some canned goods, some stuff that do not expire real quick. Another thing, if you got a weapon, but anyway, protect yourself out here, man. Protect yourself. I'm not telling you to go do anything ridiculous, hurt anybody, but I'm saying protect you and yours. It looked like it might get real soon, bro. And I'm getting worried. I still go on as business as usual. I'm not trying to get you all worked up and, he just trying to, get views on the video. No, I'm not. I'm listening to my own advice on this shit, too. Sometimes you gotta listen. Sometimes you gotta pay attention. You gotta read the room. When the room don't seem right, when they telling you jobs are up, and you see so many people who just got laid off, and you trying to figure where are the jobs going up at? What, in another country? And to think about it, man, it has you wondering, what do they got in store for us? I'm talking about every damn body. If you're not rich, you're against them. It don't matter what you look like. If you don't got money, trust me, shit is about to get funny. And when I told you about the stores not taking cash, I asked why. And they were like, well, we'd rather deal with, debit and credit because, cash, people find out you ain't got no cash, they don't want to rob you anymore. True, but I'm like, cash is liquid as hell. The thing is, and I'm going to tell you something, the reason why the federal government is trying to do away with cash, currency, coins, and all that damn stuff, however you want to call it, the reason why they're trying to do with it, it's liquid. You can't stop it. You can't cancel it. Cash is cash. As long as you got that cash, it's different. People say buy precious, metals like gold and silver. I don't know how good that may be. Because think about it. If everything go to shit, how do you know how to ration it off? Because there's only so much of gold and silver you could have. Just to be honest, This is why I say, when they study try to tell you, oh, we don't take cash, don't honor that business, bro. Unless it's some, vendor that that's, but I'm not into giving people my card anymore, man. I'm using cash on shit, man, because cash keeps me under control. When I know I have spent, the amount that I'm supposed to spend, that's it. When you're using your debit and your credit, your ass, your eyes open a little more, and they want to keep you in debt. When you're using your debit card, man, think about it. People could rob you still. Have you put your PIN number into the ATM machine. And half of the time with a lot of people, you have them go to the ATM machine. Yeah, I just want 300. You be like, where you gonna get it from? You better have 300. Shit, you might as well go ahead right now and do what you're gonna do. People don't understand. They think everybody is made of cash. You know, I was told the other day, I said, to someone, I said, man, it's getting wild out here. They said you might want to tone the way you shine down. The way you dress, flashy shoes and stuff like that, big watches. Calm that shit down right about now. It's getting a little iffy. Dude, I received the hell out of that. Most people, I'm going to still do what I'm going to. No, I toned the shit out of that down. I'm not wearing flashy stuff anymore, man. Toned it down. I look like the damn background. Why? Because right now, shit is all over the place. And when you cutting jobs, people get desperate. Man, young people nowadays, man, they don't give not one fuck. They hopping from couch to couch. They ain't got nowhere to really call their own. It's getting real. And they like, look, I'm about to come up somehow, and you the way they came up. And sometimes, the worst scenario happens, and you might lose your life because of something that ain't got really shit to do with you. People hungry out here, man. And these plasma donation places are eating up people's plasma, boy. They just coming, they just give them the debit card and putting cash on it, man. And, they come back every, 2 days and, ching ching, You wonder how do they know how to fix shit, whereas we get sick and all that. They got our DNA all over the damn place. When they take your blood, they got a sample, bro. They took 5 vials of your blood. What the fuck they taking 5 vials for? They don't need that much of your blood. Are we running all these tests? Do you know to run a damn test, you only really need a drop? You don't need that much. But yet instead, they got 5 vials. You like, what other ones are going? Oh, we got to run all these tests. You be like, really? This is what I'm talking to you about. Pay attention, man. This shit that's happening right now is not normal. All this rain popping up in places that it shouldn't be. Last year it snowed in South Africa. Shit didn't make no sense. The animals were looking around, the lions and giraffes and shit. The monkeys was like, what the hell going on? They were playing in it, but they didn't understand it. Just like I don't understand it now, man. It's just a whole bunch of stuff, man. It's just weird. That's the thing that we don't get. Life as a whole, man, shit has really been changing, man. And, you think shit is bad now. When it's bad, it don't get better. It has to hit rock bottom before it bounces back up. And we ain't hit rock bottom yet, man. The gas prices went up where I'm at. The rent went up where I'm at. The food done went up. And I'm like, it went up again. The food went up again. Restaurant food went up again. Shit done went up, bro. I know y'all like, you should be cooking at home. Shit, the stuff at the store costs just as much as the shit at the restaurant. Hell, you looking at that, at least it's already cooked. You sitting here thinking, bro, it's getting real. It's getting tough. I'm not complaining about money. I'm just saying shit is real. Someone asked me the other day, they said, what's your favorite part of this job? I said, when I get my check. And they were like, what? I said, when I get my check. I said, this is a job. I'm not here, of my own free will. I'm here because I need the money. I said, that's what everybody's here for. Don't let nobody lie to you and say, well, I'm here to get the learning experience and all. Nobody here for none of that bullshit. You secondary or third, you might be, but hell, if they told you they wouldn't gonna pay you, you be the hell out of there. You don't get no damn about no job. No, please. Dude, listen to me when I tell you this. Real shit is about to happen. And it's starting to happen already, man. People are getting buck-ass wild. HIV rates are up all over the damn country. AIDS rates are all up over the country. Cancer is up all over the damn country. Now, how is cancer up? How are so many people developing cancer? Bro, I'm just saying. Then they got all these treatments. There are no cures for any damn thing. The money is in the treatment, not the cures. Why you think they don't cure shit? They ain't cured nothing. Dude, please. You know, if that situation that we had a few years ago was as bad as they said it was, $1 mask wouldn't save your ass. Seriously. $1 mask wouldn't save your ass. You know, like I said, the only way they could get it out there like that, that shit had to already been on the stuff they had you to take. Some of them was like a hit or miss. You know, some of them didn't have nothing, some of them had something, some of them didn't. Dude, and when I looked, they had a door open in the back, and they were doing all type of data in the back. Had shit to do with any of this stuff. They were doing your data. They were putting your shit into the system, doing something else. And I was looking at that. I'm like, what the hell, really? And they were like, close that door back there. Close that door. And I'm like, damn. Like, you know, what is really going on? See, there's so much of shit you don't know. There's so much stuff we don't know because, again, we're not trying to find out. We so busy, you know, thinking about other shit. It's cool to have hobbies and everything, but make sure your eyes are open. You know, I'm going to say it again. Make sure you have a little money put to the side, not in the bank. You can have money in the bank. Don't get me wrong. That's good. But make sure you have some money put up somewhere. Because they can freeze your accounts at any damn time. Without any notice, they could come up with some bullshit ass excuse and freeze your account. You can look that shit up. That's been going on for a very long time ago. I think it was Bank of America was trying to people who were getting deported, they were trying to keep their money. This was some years ago. They were trying to keep, well, no, they weren't getting deported, my bad. They weren't citizens, but they had money, you know, in the bank. And they were like, if you ain't citizens, you don't get this money. One of the people they were doing this shit with was rich. And they got in that ass. And all that shit went away real quick. And nobody talked about it. These banks, they're not in your best interest. You know, you ever wonder why you could put money in a bank, but you can't get no damn loan for shit? Talking about you got bad credit, we can't give you no loan. You not qualified. But you qualified to take my money and put it in the bank and loan it out to somebody else. Tell me how fucked up that is. I want you all to think about this stuff. This is not me, oh, he's doing fear mongering, fear tactics right now. Crime is up through the fucking roof everywhere. From Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, shit, Maine, places where you normally don't hear about shit, Rhode Island, man, places where you don't even see people. Crime is up. It don't matter what state color it is, red or blue, crime is up every fucking where. People are upset, they're angry, they felt like they've been lied to about a lot of shit. And man, people are just voicing their opinions now. Go on TikTok. Hell, just come here to YouTube. Go to Instagram, Facebook. Everybody going off over everything. And if you notice, everybody seems angry right now. Everybody is kind of like mirroring each other. You know, it's like if she angry, I'm angry. Dude, I'm not angry. I'm just worried. You know, it's like everybody too quick to have fun, but they're not looking over here. You should be looking over here, not over here. They got you looking over here. And all those demonic ass concerts they got us going to, man, and you see all this weird shit on the screen. What is all that about? Dude, since when? Why we can't have regular concerts like we used to? It was just cool music, people having good times. Why did stuff change so much? I understand the same shit was going on back then. But why did everything change? I don't want to hear about sex and music. I love the way how they did it back in the 70s, in the early 80s, where they made it whereas they alluded to sex, but they didn't say it. They didn't even say the word sex. They didn't use no bad words. They just talked about it. Dude, this is what I'm looking at. I want you to understand, when I talk about home ownership and stuff like that, I don't want to be tied to that right now. Homes are through the roof. They're taking, dude, when those fires happened in California, I'm not laughing about that. Those wildfires happened, they took those people insurance away from them. So they couldn't rebuild. What you think they doing with the land? All that prime real estate, what the hell you think they doing with it? And do you know, I truly believe that shit was set intentionally. Dude, it's some dastardly shit happened. Look at Hurricane Katrina. They said the levees broke. Everybody was saying, who were there, was saying that the levees blew up. Allegedly. And look at what happened. After everything is said and done, they took the people's land. They calling it, gentrification. You took the people's land. How the fuck is that? All these places where you see all these floods, look at where it's flooding at. Look at some of the places. Some of these places are really good places, and they're flooding. And you might say Louisiana, but that's what Mardi Gras at. In that certain area, damn near, in those districts down there where flooded at. Dude, come on. All this shit is not coincidence. All of this shit is happening for a reason. And we need to keep our eyes open. Look at what's happening in these other countries. They're having just about as hard time as we are. And they're talking about a law that's been passed that dude, I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna let that go. But there's so many things that's passing. And they're talking about changing laws and changing this and that. I think the earth is crying right now. I think it's crying. There's so much bad that's happening that Mother Earth is crying. And she's about to reboot this motherfucker. Whether we like it or not. It's just so much going on. And there's so much that they're lying to us about, man. It's a list of shit that they're lying to us about. It's been going on since the dawn of time. Lie after lie. But fam, to later, thank you again for watching. I know this video was long. I just wanted to hurry up and get this to you, man. If you can, put a few dollars aside. Take a couple of hundred, take it out the bank, put it to the side, put it up somewhere, man, in your house somewhere, where it's just in case some shit happen, you have some cash to use. Put some money towards some good stuff, like stocking up on some food in the house, some canned goods and things like that, man. Like some medications and things like that. Get you a little bug out bag, man, because right now, I don't know, man. And I was talking about a portable generator. You think I'm joking. And people like, but ain't that bad? Don't those give off gas fumes and stuff? Open a fucking window. Look, this shit is about to get real, though. But till later, peace out.